Hi everyone, welcome back to Job One for All. In this video, we are going to talk about the final modifier, but when we use it with classes and methods. But before we start, let me just fix something here. We should never, you can, but remember, you should never call static variables from the reference variable. Should call from the class. There you go. Okay, so now let's delete this because it's not being used, and let's go back to our domain. Let's create a class here because we are going to need it for our example. Let's call a class called Ferrari. Ferrari is a car, so we can extend and be careful with the package G final modifier. And now let's go back to our car. There are specific cases where you don't want your class to be extended. There are cases where you don't want people to change it. Especially this came up with the Java architects, the ones responsible for developing the language in the beginning. They needed a way to tell, okay, if I'm writing a class here that belongs kind of the core of the Java, I don't want people to change its behavior. And the way they found to do that was by adding a final to a class. When you add final, you are saying that this class can never be extended. So nobody will ever be able to inherit from this car. This means that all the car methods will never be able to be extended. So nobody will be a car. So in this case, Ferrari cannot be a car. So do we have any real example? Yes. If you go to the string class, you will notice that the string class, it is final. And why is that? Because the last time I checked, Oracle said they have around 52 billion JVMs running all over the world. And imagine if you could not get or expect the behavior of the string class. So the string class is one of the most important classes in Java, and they should never change. The way that strings they behave in the JVM should never change. But if you would, for example, if you were able to extend the string class, you could change any of the methods that we have available. So you never know what you can expect from people working and creating their own versions of the chart@, for example, or the code point@. So that's why the string is a final class, meaning that you can never extend, you can never change the behavior. And of course, our Ferrari here should clean, should remove the extends car, because car now it's final class. But this is not what we are looking for. Car can be extended. So let's add here extend car. Now, what is the final use? It's at the method level. So let's say here that in our car, we want a method that can never be overridden. So for example, let's say public final void print. And I want this print to always be like this. I don't want anyone to change the print behavior in any of the subclasses. So I'm saying here that this class can be extended, but the functionalities of the print method should remain the same as the superclass. If I come here to my Ferrari class and I write public void print, the same print as we have there, we get an exception. So this print cannot be overridden by the Ferrari class. You can, of course, overload it, because when you are overloading, you are creating a new method. It's not the same as overriding the one from the superclass. So if we cannot override it, then it means that the functionality will always remain as the one we defined in this class. So if I come here and I create a Ferrari, and we add here Ferrari.setName Enzo, and then if I call Ferrari.print, you will notice that we will get exactly the name that we define in the car class. So with this, we finished the final modifier for now. So basically you saw 4 uses, one with primitive types, one with reference types, one with classes, and one with methods. So basically they are all kind of related with inheritance when you are talking about methods and classes, and reference and values when you are talking about variables. So this is everything that I wanted to tell you. Let's continue with a new topic in the next video. I hope you enjoyed. See you there. Bye.